Hey, Wyandotte, here we are again, gearing up for the holidays. Now, today's our Thanksgiving episode, Ryan.
That's right.
And boy, do we have a show for the people. I know you've told me you've written a play that we're going to act out.
It's amazing.
It's the return of one of our favorite segments. We won't say which just yet. We have a very special interview.
Oh, very special.
Very, almost, I won't give it away. And I, of course, have another special comment.
Wow, it's a cornucopia, Joel, of great stuff today.
Really?
Yeah.
Corny wordplay.
Yeah.
Hey, where the hell's our opening title card?
The sting didn't come up.
Hold on. What? What do you mean the TriCaster's down? We can't do any editing? They're telling me that some of the equipment's down and we have to do this show straight through.
They're screwing with us. This is like a Thanksgiving prank. That's a thing, right? It's a prank.
You think it's a prank?
Let's set them up again. They'll bring the thing.
Okay.
Hey, Joel, I'm fat and I like to eat a lot of food.
You sure do, Stay Puft. Where's it? There's no sting. Really? Okay, let's try another one.
Okay.
They can't do this forever.
Boy, Joel, I sure would like to join a hot dog eating contest.
A hot dog eating contest? That's the best you had, Ryan, on that one?
Yeah, that's all I had, okay? I don't know what's happening, Joel. The sting's not coming up. I'm confused and afraid.
Hold on. It's not a prank. Really? Okay. No, we're gonna have to do this thing.
How are we gonna get to the desk?
We're gonna have to walk, I guess.
We gotta go all the way over there?
6 feet.
Well, let's go. Got my cord for my microphone and everything.
Okay, let's just head on over to the desk and
The chair in my way.
get this thing going.
No. This is unprofessional.
I'm gonna have to talk to someone about this. We've got standards on
Why
this
do
show.
I have so much cord too? This seems like an excessive amount.
Huh. This is very anticlimactic.
The damn.
Okay. Let me just get my notes situated here. Well, that felt weird.
I'm not gonna put up with this.
I feel somewhat dirty.
Wyandotte Cable, do you know what you're doing? I'm talent, right? I mean, I know Joel's. I'm talent. I deserve to be treated a certain way. I mean, right? Am I wrong?
I think you're wrong, actually. Yeah, this is a weird start to the show. But okay, I mean, you mentioned you have a play. Tell us a little bit about this play.
Yes. Well, as everyone knows, Thanksgiving time is in the air. It's a time of sharing. It's a time of fellowship. And we're often reminded, Joel, the Native Americans and the Pilgrims back in the day, they got together to share a meal. Mm-hmm. And that's what the holiday is really all about, the sharing and the giving. So I went to the Wyandotte Historical Society.
Nice.
That's a thing. And I went into their archives and I found actually the tale of the Wyandotte Indians who lived here originally meeting with English settlers and the tale of their first Thanksgiving. I wrote a dramatic play to share, and I think we could go around to elementary schools and teach kids about this and share it with them. So
this is one of your better ideas, I feel,
thank
Ryan.
you. I'm proud of it, and I think it's educational. It's fun. Now, I made us a couple of props here.
Okay.
You're going to be playing the Pilgrim, the English settler.
Okay.
There you go.
Hey, how about that? That's a gigantic buckle.
Yeah.
How did these people's heads not wobble to and fro?
They really liked their buckles back then. And then, of course, I will be playing the noble Indian chief.
The Indian was eating a lot of corn. Okay.
Don't be rude.
Okay.
I wrote this play.
Now this is historically accurate.
Absolutely, every line.
That's
Joel.
important.
I fact-checked it. So
I wouldn't want us to be giving an inaccurate representation of this first meeting to the children of Wyandotte. Surely their history books have never done that.
we would hate that.
Yeah.
All right, we present to you Thanksgiving Wyandotte style.
Here we go.
How, Whiteface? My name is Chief XL Loincloth.
Hello, you savage idiot. My name is Charles Xavier Moncliffe Velmont III, Esquire. Charmed to meet you.
We are pleased to see your people here, shoving us around, using our precious natural resources, and disrespecting our ways of life. Please accept these gifts of food. This is wheat, which we call maize. These are sweet potatoes, which we call maize. And this is corn, which we call corn.
Blimey, much obliged, you jolly chum. Here are some foods from our homeland. Tea and crumpets, figgy pudding, and blood and kidney pie. Yes, blood and kidney pie. You likes?
Oh, you can really taste the figgy.
Now, I would like to offer a business proposition. We would like to purchase this land from your people. As payment, please accept these blankets, which are riddled with smallpox. No, not smallpox, something good. Skittles. They are riddled with Skittles.
Surely, Whiteface, our peoples will taste the rainbow together for many moons to come. Now, tell me more about your homeland.
Most assuredly. We left England a fortnight ago aboard the Nina, the Pinta, and the Santo Domingo. We sailed over the ocean, whichever one is on the East Coast, all the way here. Our homeland is best known for Buckingham Palace, the Beatles, and being completely owned by America in the Revolutionary War.
Wow, sounds interesting. As for me and my people, we are known for peace pipes, appearing on the packaging of Calumet baking powder, and having only one Mohican.
Enough talk! Give us this land in exchange for the Skittles blankets, or we will fight you! I was trained by the King of England, George or Philip or whoever, how to fight in hand-to-hand combat. Give us this land, or there's going to be trouble. Big trouble. Kimosabi?
Kimosabi.
Okay.
That's one of our words. Never. We will never give you our lands. There is literally nothing you can say or do or offer us that would make us give up the ancestral lands of our forefathers. We will scalp the crap out of you mofos up in here. For realsies. I will use your scalp as a diaper for my cousin, Runs with Runs.
This is all historically accurate again.
To the word.
Okay. Wait! What about if we give you guys casinos to bilk money out of our elderly and stupid for years to come?
Casinos. Yes, I can see it now. Glimmering rows of slot machines, each with an elderly old lady carrying an oxygen tank behind her, pumping her Social Security checks one pull at a time.
Sweet! Well, I'm glad we were able to come to a peaceful decision. Psych! Attack, Englishmen! Attack! Subjugate these minorities to our British rule, and then make the name for Washington's football team into a racial slur demeaning them. Attack, I say!
No! This is worse than the time that guy threw trash out his car window and it splattered on my moccasin and then one single tear rolled down my cheek. Way worse.
Bang, bang! Goodbye, Chief!
Oh, goodbye, Charles Xavier Moncliffe Velmont III, Esquire. I'll see you in hell.
Good day.
Wow.
And scene, and how? Yeah?
Powerful.
Not bad. It's one of your better ideas there.
I have chills up and down my whole body, and I feel a little dizzy, and I can't feel my feet right now.
I got chills, but it's mostly just isolated to a tingle in my dingle.
Oh, really?
So that works too.
Well,
though.
then this is definitely something we want to take around and show to school children.
Absolutely.
That's
excellent. Could you put that over there, old chum?
Oh, you don't want to keep
Thank
wearing
you.
it?
No, I'm good.
Okay. I guess
Now-
I'll remove the ceremonial headdress.
We got to speed things up here.
Well, the play took a little while because it was so good.
This another edition of Fling Some Mud, and I'm
That's
thinking
right.
here, Ryan. Let's just hit one story each.
Okay.
You go first.
All right, Joel. We had the Swiss cheese bandit before.
Oh, we
Now,
sure did.
Folks, an underwear bandit is out there. In Kodiak, Alaska, a small fishing village there, residents have suffered a string of robberies related to ladies' underthings. A fisherwoman named Hannah Clark, she noticed several items missing after returning from a recent trip, including a $150 shipment from Victoria's Secret.
Very nice.
Oh, police refuse to discuss the ongoing investigation, but they do warn residents it's a good idea to lock your doors, and I'd say a good idea to lock up your drawers.
Oh, yeah, I bet it's a member of that meddlesome Palin family.
You think so?
Yeah, it's probably that baby.
Trig?
Trig. Or
Oh.
Trog. Whatever they named that kid.
I don't think it's Trog.
Okay.
Don't think it's
Next
Trog.
story, Kill the Wabbit, Kill the Wabbit.
Oh.
This comes from Boise, Idaho, Ryan. A 10th grade biology teacher killed, skinned, and dismembered a rabbit in front of his students to teach them a lesson. The unnamed educator snapped the rabbit's neck and then used a hunting knife to skin the carcass and dice it into bits. His goal? To teach the students a lesson about where their food comes from.
Oh.
Because we all eat rabbit on a daily basis.
Every day.
The school board officials report that this is not an approved portion of the biology curriculum.
Wow.
Who'd have thought, bringing in animals and just slicing them up? At press time, the teacher is awaiting a disciplinary hearing. So he literally killed this rabbit in front of the students.
Apparently, they hired Rambo to teach survival skills in class. They took out that big old knife. And
Wow.
diced
I'll
them up.
tell you this. We have two more stories if we have time in
Yeah.
our little slush time, because this is a crazy show having to do this straight through.
It's nuts, Joel.
Today's guest is actually going to be, a few months ago, Mud Puppet Ryan interviewed me.
Yeah.
Today, I'm going to return the favor there, big boy.
Ooh.
So while you make your way over to our guest chair, what we're
have to
actually...
move again?
Yes, you do, but hold on a second. What I actually want to see, because usually this is where we throw to a video. We
Right.
got to fill this with something. So what we're going to do is have Disco get a shot of cameraman Tim, who's going to bust some moves while you move on over that
Wow.
chair.
Well, I'm going to watch this too.
Cameraman Tim, hit it, buddy. Well, look at him go.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, come on. Do that neck thing you know I like so much, boy. Here it comes, people. Here it comes. Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah. That's like some bow-legged giraffe stuff right there. I can't get enough. Now he's just showing off. All right.
Well done.
Me likey.
Well
All right, get
done.
back on your camera, Lemming. Jeez. What the hell is that shot? Whoa, it's wild up in here. All right, now, Mud Puppet Ryan. Let's get to it, palsy.
Yeah.
Oh, where are we at here? What a crazy show.
Yeah.
So, Mud Puppet Ryan.
Yes.
You got me pretty good, okay, when you interviewed me. A couple of years ago, your cousin Joel comes to you.
Right.
And cousin Joel, he says, Ryan, we can be YouTube stars.
Okay.
What did you think?
At first I didn't know exactly what he was talking about, what you were talking about. I didn't know that people could actually monetize YouTube videos and try to make money off of them. I didn't know that was a thing at all. So really, when you brought that to me, I was kind of like, but how? But you explained it, that that can happen, and obviously, we've been rolling in the dough ever since.
Yeah. Now, let's talk a little bit of the backstory with the Mud Puppets. Of course, we made sketches as kids. That's well documented.
Yeah.
And largely, your role within the Mud Puppets is writing, creating a lot of the content.
Right.
Can you take us through that writing process, and how demanding is it?
It varies, because generally when I'm writing, I sometimes have an idea sort of come to me fully formed. An example of that would be our second Halloween special, our Muddier Nightmare, which really just kind of flowed when I was writing it. Other times, just a funny idea will come to me. One such instance, I was trying to think of something funny that two guys in, a lot of times when we're filming, it's two guys in an apartment trying to make something funny. And an idea that came to me was, hey, a plumber comes along. But what could be weird about that? Oh, I know, a Wendigo is in the toilet. And, the sketch kind of came out of that. So Toilet Wendigo, another one you folks can go and watch.
Let's talk about some of those sketches.
Sure.
Okay. Give me your favorite sketch that you've personally written.
My favorite sketch that I've written, I'm actually going to go with the, it's one that gets maligned a lot. ventriloquist dummies.
That's your favorite?
I think that's my favorite. I really enjoy the look of it. I enjoy the payoff of it and the jokes. It's one, I think I've enjoyed it more because other people have not liked it.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Least favorite sketch? Sketch that you just felt did not come out very well. And why? Was the failure your part or your partner's?
Well, I actually have an example that I feel the failures are both of our parts. There's one we did, browser history, where I play a character who I've killed my wife, and I borrowed my buddy's computer to Google all these things about killing my wife. You confront me about it, and at the end, an acid salesman, who I apparently have contracted to bring the acid to dissolve my wife's body, shows up. And on the written page, I feel like it's a funny sketch. I feel like the place it fell apart was our performances. And the reason is, what a lot of people may not know is, especially at that time, we were putting out a sketch every week. So Joel and I didn't often know our lines very well. And a lot of times when you don't know your lines, it's hard to have snappy back and forth banter going on. So instead it wound up being things like, hey, you borrowed my computer and you looked up, this thing. And I was like, no, I didn't do that. And so instead of having the snappy back and forth in our performances, there's a lot of uhs and ums and stretches, and it takes a lot away from the humor, I think.
Interesting that you picked that sketch because just recently I came across it, and it's one of those sketches. It may not be one of my favorites, but it's different, and I've always liked it, especially because of that weird ending.
Now see, the ending to me is the one part of that sketch that works. Everything up to the ending, I'm not crazy about. The ending came off really nice.
Now, last time when I was interviewed by you, you put me in the hot seat. Okay?
Yeah, of course.
You asked me, of all the people we've ever worked with, who was the least enjoyable to work with? So now I'm going to ask you, who was the least enjoyable to work with?
Well, I feel like I'm going to be piling on because when we had him on recently as a guest, we talked about this. Johnny Badwheels, and I like you, Johnny Badwheels. You're a good guy. But that was a rough day. That was a long day of shooting. And we had shot a couple of sketches before Johnny even got there, ventriloquist dummies being one of them.
Yeah.
And then when Johnny showed up, he had a lot of trouble with his lines, which is understandable. He had a lot to say in that
Well,
sketch.
he's in a wheelchair, so.
I don't think that had much to do with it.
He's handicapped, both physically and mentally.
Does that affect? Okay.
It absolutely does.
Makes sense. And also his propensity for putting his hand into another person's shot, which I might be doing right now with all this kung fu I'm doing.
Let me ask you this.
Sure.
If you had to kill, this is completely reasonable, you had to kill one person of the Mud Puppets crew, who would it be? And you can't pick me. I have immunity.
So it can't be you. I have to kill someone else.
Yes.
This is our regular crew or...
Our regular crew.
I'd probably have to be Matt just because...
Oh, snap.
Well, no. I have reasoning. I've known him the least amount of time. Disco, our one cameraman, is a good friend for long years.
Long
Cameraman Tim is not only a good friend, but he's your brother-in-law, so that might not fly too well if I killed your brother-in-law. Matt, I feel like I could kill and I wouldn't feel as bad about it. I feel bad, but not as bad.
Nice guy. Final question of the interview here. We talked about your writing before.
Yes.
You alluded in our interview that you went to school for journalism.
Yes.
Sometimes.
Now,
those times that you weren't going to school,
yes,
you were writing a crass and controversial comic book entitled The Goo Crew. Is that true, sir?
That is true. It was entitled The Goo Crew, and it involved myself, you, your brother, Jason, and Disco, our cameraman here. That was our little social group that hung out in college, and we were superheroes with very gross powers. I can't get into detail here, but we were called the Goo Crew. I think you guys can figure it out.
And is it not true, Mud Puppet Ryan, that if this comic was ever exposed to the light of day, your family would shun you for being a disgusting degenerate?
I think some of my family would shun me. I think some of your family would shun me. And society in general, yes, would shun me.
Very well. Now, let's get to our quiz. All right, we had 20 minutes, fellas? All right, we got to speed her up. Ryan, you know the drill. You get it right, you hear the ding ding. You get it wrong, buzz buzz.
Yeah.
Today, what you're playing for, we all would love to have an action figure in our own image, right?
Oh, sure.
Well, I got you the next best thing. From Minikin Series 2, you're playing for a base set Slobby Robbie. I don't know if we get a close-up of this fella. This is what you're playing for, Ryan. That's Slobby Robbie right there.
That's supposed to be an action figure of me.
Focus on him. Look at that guy.
Can I change? I would not kill Matt. I would kill you, and I don't care if it's against
I told
the
you
rules.
couldn't. So that's what you're playing for. Our first question.
I would murder you and your whole family.
Okay. In our sketch, 7 Dirty Words,
yes,
we were confronted by 2 fictional public access owners. What were their names?
Reginald V. Dixie Chap.
Correct.
And Augustus T. Southern Gent.
Oh, that's correct. Question number 2. In superpowers, what was my chosen superpower?
Not to leave any DNA anywhere.
No, you disgusting pervert. That was your
That was me?
superpower.
Oh, okay.
Mine was flight.
Damn.
Question
All
number
right.
3. In our public access episode of Cancer and Comedy, we sent our roving reporter Munch to hell. What 4 celebrities did Munch encounter in hell? Other than Fred Phelps, who of course is burning in hell.
Well, I know one was Paul Walker because
Paul Walker was one.
there's 3 more.
They were the welcoming committee.
I do not know.
Oh my goodness. Richard Nixon, Dick Clark, and the recently deceased Joan Rivers.
Cameraman John was, or Cameraman Disco was trying to help me out over there. Whoever the hell it is.
You bastard. Question 4. You've got to run here to get to win this.
Okay, I could do it.
In Pirate Confessions, finish this line.
Oh boy.
Starboard, port side.
How about something in my backside? I don't know. What is it?
You were close. How's about inside my backside?
Inside my backside.
And
Boy,
the
oh
last
boy.
one for fun. In the sketch Employee of the Month, what is the name of the company Mud Puppet Joel's character works for? Remember, I've won Employee of the Month. I have to give a speech.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Wow! The Van Nostrand Heating and Cooling Company.
That was pathetic.
Wow,
I did so
sure
bad.
was. You don't get Slobby Robbie.
Aww.
All right, now while Ryan gets back in position, let's get a shot of our audio man, Matt Chambers, working those knobs like he do. Wheel it around there, cameraman Tim. Let's see it. You know this boy's got talent. There it is.
Oh, how could I kill that man? That's just pure talent, Joel. Wow.
That's where you're supposed to, like, you know, there's supposed to be like nipple fireworks there, Matt. What do you?
Yeah, you're supposed to be like Katy Perry and shoot some whipped cream out.
Wow. Okay, Ryan. Let's we've got let me hit the plugs really quickly.
Sure.
And then we'll squeeze in this Fling Some Mud, and I'll get to my special comment.
Okay.
So of course, if you guys would like to come on this show, promote an event, or showcase a skill that you have, email us at themudpuppets@gmail.com. You can also just send us letters, and we'll read them on the show. Hate mail, fan mail, questions, whatever you'd like. And don't forget to visit mudpuppets.com, which links to all of our social media that you now see on the screen. Facebook, where you can like us, like our fan page, and become our friend.
Yeah.
YouTube, of course, where you can subscribe and watch all of our videos, almost 140 videos now. And WordPress, where we have behind-the-scenes information on our episodes. And, of course, that is where you can find our podcast. We are up to podcast number 22 now, and that is raw, unfiltered, uncensored. That's just me and Ryan riffing on topical crap in the news.
Ripping the veil off of society and saying this is what it is.
And then, of course, at Twitter, at MudPuppetRyan, the old click move, at MudPuppetJoel. Thank you very much. All right, Ryan, real quickly.
Yeah.
Let's bust a move on these last 2 stories.
Okay. Dig 'em, I nearly killed him. Canton, Ohio. Man was rushed to the ER after falling off his roof and being impaled by a shovel in the rectum. After turning him over, doctors discovered the shovel had not only pierced the rectum, but also his perineum, the patch of skin between the rectum and scrotum. The patient's cry fills the hospital, which is understandable according to Dr. Kevin Clower, who opined, I don't blame him. If I had a shovel in my rectum, I'd be pretty loud too. Luckily, doctors were able to remove the shovel, and the patient is going to make a full recovery.
Wow, I'm surprised he's not dead. All right, really quickly here. This one's entitled, I Got 99 Problems, but an Android ain't one. This is from some city in China I can't pronounce. A young computer programmer saved up $82,000 to buy 99 iPhone S6s in order to propose to his girlfriend.
Wow.
The 99 phones, splayed out in the shape of a heart, what a loser, were surrounded by the couple's families, friends, and coworkers. The proposal took place on Singles Day, good Lord, the rough equivalent in China of Valentine's Day. Sadly, she said no.
Wow.
No word on if the reason was that her fiancé spent $82,000 on iPhones for the proposal.
That's a good reason, because you could buy a house.
What an idiot.
A lot of things.
What a moron.
Wow.
Well, Ryan, you know what time it is now.
Special comment time.
That's right. John, how much time do we have left? Fellas, I need a count here. 4 minutes? Okay. Here we go. You know, this is where I like to do a special comment.
Yes.
Last year, Ryan and I, we did a point-counterpoint on Black Friday. I made myself clear last year. I want to make myself even clearer today. Today, there will be no debate. For you see, once I'm done today, Black Friday will simply be buried. So, it's only in America could we have a day where we give thanks. We're saying all the things we're thankful for, our family, our friends, a warm home, and then turn around the very next day and proclaim, I just ain't got enough. Only in America would we celebrate Thanksgiving and have it be followed by a capitalistic orgy. And subsequently, only in America would that fact be lost on an entire nation. I continue. I prepared some statements here.
Oh, yes.
Here is a day when self-important lemmings wantonly spend money on crap that they don't need with money they, of course, don't have. For parents, I imagine it's an opportunity to appease an ungrateful, snot-nosed brat that your negligent parenting created in the first place. Maybe if you stopped for a second and thought, instead of a smartphone or a gaming console or a Tickle Me Elmo, maybe you should consider that what your special little mini-me really needs is a Tickle Me ass whooping. Oh, and I haven't forgot about the retailers. And I think perhaps the retailers, my feelings towards them, could be best summed up by Buckwheat from the 1994 film The Little Rascals. And I quote, retailers, I hate your stinking guts. You make me vomit. You are scum beneath my toes. I continue. Here's an industry whose CEOs can no longer be bothered to even feign respect for our most cherished holidays. Not to mention the workers who they pay poverty wages. They've now extended this corporate circle jerk into Thanksgiving Day itself. And you know what? If you're the type of brainwashed degenerate to reward these vultures with your business on Thanksgiving Day, please show some common courtesy to the rest of us and don't leave the house without your foam helmets. In conclusion, I've never been all that good at math. Okay? Everyone in this room knows that. But I know these numbers to be true. When 1% of the population controls 95% of the wealth, they will get 100% of the backlash. When your cookie cutter, big box institutions implode, when Wall Street has burned, when the walls of your gated communities have been ripped from the foundation, and your decapitated heads are used as soccer balls in the streets by smiling children, maybe then you'll regret the boundless avarice and arrogance with which you led your lives. Oh, don't look to me for pity or mercy. No, because I'll be the one holding the blood-stained machete. Thank you. I appreciate that time.
What's a tickle me ass beat?
I'm going to show you after the show, boy. And they're telling me that's all the time we got. So, no credits either, I'm hearing. No credits. How about that? Man, production value on this show's just gone down the toilet. What do they think this is? The PWL?
Ooh.
That's right. It's a shot at you, Big Bubble.
Shots fired.
Well, until next time, we'll see you guys next month with a Christmas special. Right now, we going to stuff our maws with some China buffet. Nom 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 nom, and fade to black. What was the time? Oh, hit pause, Matt. Hit pause on it.
30:26.
Okay.
I think between that, if we cut it off.
Well, that seemed to fly by.
It went really fast, yes. That went really fast.
Lined up right. I mean, we started pretty much right at noon, so.
What would you guys think?